Hey, minimum effort here. Hope you're all doing well. We are getting ready for the Golden Gauntlet tournament, and this is the deck that I have selected for it. This is the Agent Jeff deck that I released in the previous video. Yeah, one change we have is that we've taken out the hood and we've put in Electra. The reason for this is that I'm expecting to see a lot of Agony, mostly for me. But yeah, Agony is a card that if we can snipe it early on turn 2 or turn 3, if we have priority, with Electra, that's a way to kind of slow down their buffs and stop them from doing what they want to do, whereas we can still do what we want to do in the remaining turns. So yeah, Electra has come in. I tested a lot with this deck with different cards, with Ant-Man, with Nico Minoru, Echo, I think there was one more as well, who I can't remember right now. Maybe it was Nebula. Oh, Silver Sable, that was it, just as another way to kind of maybe combat some buff stuff. But yeah, just settled on Electra just for a kind of more standard, we can destroy something, and that will be useful for us. So yeah, this is the deck, and like I say, even in the testing that I was doing for this extra slot for this card that has now been Electra, like, we did really well. We went 28 and 8. We had 77.8% win rate and plus 48 cubes, and that has taken us to nearly to infinite, hoping to reach that after this tournament's out of the way. But yeah, so this is the deck I'm taking, and this is the deck I have been fighting myself all week about whether to take this deck or not. Yeah, this was the deck that I had in mind, which was a Supergiant Ozymandias deck, and the reason for that is you can fit tech into this deck. Like, you can fit in a Cosmo, you can fit in a Mobius, and you can fit in a Spider-Ham. Mobius, I would probably say that it's flexible if you wanted to put Shadow King in just for obviously that effect. Obviously you have to be careful with Shadow King about any rocks you make with Sandstorm, but yeah, this is this kind of power plus tech deck that I think like Thanos used to be, and Thanos, you still see a bit of Thanos every now and then, but this is what Thanos used to be. It's kind of playing your tech cards, but in a deck where you can still put other cards on the board and get power out of them, and that's what this deck does, where you're putting rocks on the board, or you're getting demons from Shadowlands Daredevil and buffing them with Patriot and Ozymandias for the rocks, as well as maybe a cheap Wilson Fisk, as well as a 3/8 Debris, and then yeah, obviously buffing those cards and then using the tech where you need it to counter what your opponent's doing. So yeah, I do really like this deck still. Probably kicking myself that I didn't choose this deck, because Shadow King is the most selected card in this tournament, and Shadow King kills this deck. So we will need to be dodging Shadow King decks like Neo is dodging bullets in the Matrix if we are going to have a chance. But yeah, let's see how we get on. Fingers crossed. Good luck to anyone else who is playing, and yeah, I'll see you on the other side. Cheers. Okay, here we go. We're playing against Tio, or Ted, whoever it is. Right, so our opponent is playing a weird zombie deck, as my volume seems to have disappeared. Apologies if you can't hear it. So he's playing, his deck is the Hunger, Surge, Strain Supreme, Iron Patriot, Cosmo, Superior Spider-Man, Copycat, Shang-Chi, Scarlet Spider, Zombie Captain Marvel, Zombie Giant Man, and Arnim Zola. Now for us, we are absolutely going to start with Agent Venom. That's sick. And he's played that into the same lane as our Agent Venom, so that's good. He's played the Hunger. Does that go into that lane? It goes middle. Now, there's a few things to watch out for. Obviously, Cosmo can stop some of our on-reveals in Mystique and Sage, and potentially Mother Scarny. Oh, Daily Bugle could be useful for us. It is Superior Spider-Man. Can at least play that into that lane. That's pretty decent. And a Jeff. What do we want to play first, I guess? The Superior Spider-Man is more power, so we do need to go with that, because they play that anyway. They've got to get that extra power, the extra energy from Superior Spider-Man, but we've at least stopped them from getting the buff the Iron Patriot card. Now, what can we do? Turn 3, Jack Flag. Don't mind that at all. Jeff in this lane. Into Jack Flag here. They have priority. So we need to watch out for Cosmo. Can we get Iron Man down? And then can we get a Mystique in the other lane to copy that? Yeah, I'm not sure why there's no audio for this game that I can hear anyway. Let's see what our opponent plays. It's a Surge. And it's Copycat. Now Copycat is going to tell us it was Electra. That's good. We don't necessarily mind that because I don't have any one-cost cards that we can get. So, high priority. There's a Captain Carter as well. Very interesting. Iron Man mid. So we'll get a buff on the Jeff, and which will also be buffed by Jack Flag. Opponent has snapped, which is interesting because I feel like snapping because we can go Iron Man here, Mystique, Captain Carter in probably the middle lane, and then we Sage on the left lane. But obviously it depends if they play Cosmo. One more turn, I think, to see if they do drop the Cosmo. That might decide where we put our cards as well. It's a Giganto. That's pretty big, guys. But that is not unassailable. That is not unassailable. We get there fairly closely. Does Mother Ascani. You need the Iron Man copy. The Mother Ascani play does give us 2 Sages, which is great. That might be what we play instead. And we can probably then play the Captain Carter. I might snap on this. Oh, this is so... No. Don't snap on this. Play this. This could be for 4. That's fine. They have played into that left lane to fill it. Is that the Cosmo? Scarny hits our Sage. Lovely. What have they played? Left lane is an Arnhem Zola, which hits the Superior Spider-Man. What level are they? Oh, they're only 2,882 collection level. And they played the Cosmo Riot. Oh my god, we got a snap on this. I'm really sorry, guys. We got a snap on this. Or do I not? Because if I snap on it, then he then might leave. I'm tempted to play it out. Just if I snap, I think he leaves. So Sage, Sage, Captain Carter, and we'll get a buff on this rock. Sure, why not? Are you playing it? He's fist bumped, he's retreated. Yeah, that's fine. We'll take 2 from that, absolutely. I have to shut down my OBS after this, and we see how we get on. Right. Round 2, so we know what they've got. The Zola play is interesting for this deck because they are low collection level. Necessarily they're pretty good for us, although obviously Cosmo is a great card for them to have. Now Great Web is good for us because we can play cards into that with Jeff, like directly into it. Don't need to worry about cards at all. Could start doing stuff now actually, so let's do that. They do have priority. Yeah, it's Jeff into Surge. We can always move the Jeff out if and when we want to. So like if the next card we could play is Captain Carter, we could play that into the lane. There is Iron Patriots and a Strange Supreme. I'm intrigued by Strange Supreme in this because Strange Supreme can eat obviously the Zola copies. That's a good idea, but because they do have some zombie stuff, oh my Electra, there's nothing we can hit with that either. I think it's just Jack Flag for now. Is it worth hitting the Electra? I don't mind it just because we can move the Jeff, although a card can then move it back. Sorry, the Great Web can move it back. Maybe it's just this for now. They didn't play into that lane. They played the Scarlet Spider. So Jack Flag wins us this lane. Scarlet Spider moves there anyway. Sure. Iron Man. Oh, now Mother Ascani gives us 2 Iron Men, and we can play both. Sorry, Iron Man on turn 5, Iron Man and Mystique on turn 6. We have priority. I am going to snap. You need to snap when you've got this set up. That's what you need to do. And because Electra is a 0 cost, we might get something on a Surge hit as well when we play it next turn. But let's see what they do. Because if Cosmo is middle, it means we need to play the Iron Man into that lane and then the Mystique on the other lane. They have played their Scarlet Spider already, and it's Zombie Giant Man already. Intriguing. Strange Supreme is going to eat. What did it eat? Yeah, eat one of the. Oh, it ate the Horde. That's right. Cool. So we're going to move the Jeff to the middle. Iron Man goes mid, and that is going to be buffed. Yeah, they can't beat us there. That's fine. Then we play the Mystique in the middle lane. We don't even need to play the Electro. We can play the Agent Venom with this Iron Man next turn. They don't have any. Do I have any 1-cost cards in this deck? I'll go back and check. They do not. So Electra is a dud draw. Do I want Vibraniums? Probably not. So let's hold for now. They do have priority, so they might drop a Cosmo. It's a Zola, sure. We still win left lane. Here we go to 36 in that lane, fantastic. Mystique copies the Iron Man. We're at 8 in this lane with priority. Strange Supreme eating things was also something we need to be aware of. He's going to eat this guy. Right, okay. So in which case, this does change things. Because we now need to win the right lane as well, because he will eat the copy. Interesting play, my friend. Interesting play. And also, this now means we can still play all 3 of our cards here. So, what is going to be the most power and where? Sage is best in the middle lane. Agent Venom then in the right lane. If he eats the Zombie Giant Man, we're maybe not so worried about that, because that's 14 power we can put here. The question is if they play something else, because they did play Iron Patriot. The Scarlet Spider wasn't a copy. So what are we going to have in this lane? It's going to be Sage is going to get a buff. He's snapped as well. I think it's Electra here, and we see if this is enough in the middle. It's still a lot of power. They did go 4 on the right. Same middle wins. What else have they played? What are we at? 14, 16, 20. It's a zombie Captain Marvel for 5. Hell cow. Wait, what have they eaten? Because it took that power away from the right lane with the zombie, Strange Supreme, it left us to win the right lane anyway. So yeah, interesting choice of deck, because you don't really know what Strange Supreme is going to eat. So yeah, that is a 10-0 win. We will take that. Thank you. Oh, okay, here we go. Match number 2. So our opponent is playing Sunspot, Black Cat, Hydra Bob, Adam Warlock, Thena, Havoc, Invisible Woman, First Steps, Jocasta, Venus, Prodigy, Iska the Unbeaten, and Fantastica. So we know I'm going to play Kitty Pryde now, because then we can play Kitty Pryde and Bast next turn if we can draw something decent. You don't necessarily need to play into Vormir either. The Kiln does make things interesting, so Bast might now have to go into Vormir. It's fine, we can do that. And we might have to play into the left and right lanes. So yeah, obviously our opponent is doing end of turn stuff. So I have to make them compete in the left lane. I draw Bob in the middle lane. So if we draw Electra, we do have targets for them. Onslaught Citadel, though, is key for us because they do not have ongoing cards and we do. So definitely Captain Carter in this right lane. Athena in the middle. You can have middle lane. We're going to play for left. That's fine. But Iska is the problem. So it is Iska. Now, Mother Ascani can draw Sage. Is it better to have Iron Man or Sage? Because we don't have... If it's Mother Ascani this turn, it's an Iron Man next turn. Yeah, let's try this. It's Iska. So we're going to have to try and go really, really big in this right lane. The problem is if they do get these extra activates, it's going to be a real pain. A real pain. So it's got to be Iron Man. They might go all in this right lane as well, which is a real pain. They've played the Havoc early and they've played the Prodigy. Ugh.
I am Iron Man.
Tall can we go? They're going to get both though, aren't they? That's really annoying. Really annoying. So one is at 8, one is at 12. So Prodigy's going to go to 16. Iska is going to go to 24. 24 plus 16 is 40. Havoc's going to go to 48. They don't have another way to activate stuff though, so I think if we just go Mystique here, they don't have a 1-cost card that they can play. We have priority. If it has to be Sage here and it has to be Kitty Pryde here, is that enough? I think it is. I might not snap on this though, just because you just never know. I did play 1 card left.
I am Iron Man.
Sage, we go to 20 in that lane. And we go to 88 on the right lane. That's good. And the Sunspot, so yeah, they're not going to have enough for that right lane. Cool, 20 to 88. We'll take that. Obviously, that location massively helped us out. So yeah, let's see what we can do next. I should have maybe snapped on that. Yeah, but then they would have gone. It's 2 cubes. 2 cubes is a good start. Okay, Bast, Agent Venom, and Jeff. Now, we don't play the Bast, we hold off. Let me see what we can do. Washington, D.C. We don't have any cards with no abilities, nor does our opponent, I believe. Yeah, we need to be careful about this Prodigy Iska line. That's certainly something. Black Cats. Again, if we can hit that with an Electra, that would be cool. Fisk Tower. Agent Venom. I'm going to play Agent Venom mid because we might not want to play into that lane at all. It's Adam Warlock though. They're going to draw cards. That's really... it sucks. That sucks. A Great Portal is giving us Typhoid Mary. That's bad. The Electra We will absolutely play the Electra here to hit the Black Cat. Thank you very much. We are going to play into this left lane. Because we haven't played into that left lane, the opponent might be thinking, well, we're not going to play into it, but we are. So Electra hits the Black Cat. I think I've got a bit of catching up to do for this invisible, for this Adam Warlock lane. Now, Bast is ridiculous. I might... Bast isn't very good, basically. We don't have those targets. I'm going to drop the Typhoid Mary right. And just play it. Because it's 10 power. They've got to compete with that lane. Iska's gone left, so we can now focus on the middle lane. That's fine. And we got a 5-3 Iron Man. Fantastic. We also can move the Jeff if we need to. Now, what we can do with this is move Jeff. The problem with moving Jeff is obviously we're probably going to have to move into the Typhoid Mary lane, but we can still get some decent power in that lane as well. I'm not going to move it yet. I'm going to play Iron Man into the middle lane. And then next we have Mystique. It's currently Surge and Bast, so I would like... I mean, a 1-3 Kitty Pryde would be decent. Maybe a Sage. I mean, even because we're not winning the left lane at the moment, so Iska is going to stay at 6. We can potentially go above that. I think the Typhoid Mary is definitely the right play on the right. Iron Man goes mid. What have they played here? It's Athena and it's Venus, sure. So yeah, we think we do need to try and win this right lane now. Captain Carter. Sage, I mean, we have priority. In this lane, we've got 3, 3, 3, 5, and 4. So 6 for Sage. In this lane, we've got 2, 2, 4, and 6. So it's the same for Sage regardless. Although he does get more power. No, talk about Sage, we don't have Sage. So Mystique goes here. The problem is, are they going to play that Prodigy in the right lane? I don't think they're expecting this. I don't think they're expecting this. It's then a question of, can we go to 22? What is better here? So I feel like they've committed to this middle lane, so they are going to do something. We could just play the Mystique, move the Jeff, play the Carter. I think we do that. I don't think they play for right. They of course play for right. What are we at? We're at 22. Athena's going to get buffs. It's Havoc and Sunspot. How much is that? How much is that? Athena gets 2, but it's these Venus buffs as well. Havoc goes to 7, 8, 9, plus the double Sunspot is only 13 to 16 to 17, and we win both lanes. Cool. Tricky. This is a tricky deck to come up against. We could have played into that left arm because they had the double Athena, so the Iska line. We have to watch out for that. But so far, that's 2 games in a row, 2 cubes. We might have to just grind this one out because we need to see what our opponent's going to do. But yeah, obviously that was a very good start. Electra we will just hold on to. Agent Venom on turn 2. I remember the last Golden Gauntlet I played. I think I played against Sizer, and yeah, he seemed to hit Agent Venom on every turn, which was ridiculous. Asteroid M is a bit of a problem for us. They're going to play into this lane anyway, and we have Electra, so we can try and stop the Hydra Bob. Athena's in this lane though. Templar High gives us a Gambit. Don't mind that, guys. Don't necessarily mind that. I think we have to play the Bast middle because our 3 costs are going to move there anyway. Like Jack Flag's going to go there, which will buff the Bast. Iska's going to end up in that lane though. That's the problem. This is going to be Invisible Woman, isn't it? Of course they're going to get it on turn 3. Yeah, of course they are. Can we play for left and right at all? Do we Gambit and try to take one of these cards out? Because if we can hit the Invisible Woman, I mean, is it better to hit Invisible Woman and Athena, or do we want to see if they pull Iska and we can try and do something there? We can hold. They don't play a lot of cards with this deck. So Athena is interesting. There's Black Cats. There's Vivision, which moved. Okay, so they're not getting any buffs. The Vivision was from Templar High. Okay, fine. We do have Iron Man and we do have Mystique. So interestingly, we go Iron Man left, we go Mystique mid, and then probably Gambit as well. Athena's going to get some buffs though.
Yeah, Iron Man.
Caster and have it, and they're going to get buffs from that Vivision that's moved right. It's a terrible card for them to get, actually. Really bad. So it's got to be Gambit. Question is where? Where's going to be better? Obviously, it depends what they hit. They have priority as well. So it is going to be a bit of a snipe. Oh, we do get the Kitty Pryde as well, because of all the extra energy from there. So it's Gambit here, it's Kitty Pryde here. We see, again, not snapping. Let's see what we can hit. But obviously, if we can hit something... Can we hit... Oh no, I'm going to get massive in the left lane. Unless we can hit Athena. If we can hit Athena, we might have a good chance. Can we hit Athena, please?
I am Iron Man.
He's middle safe, who knows? Are you kidding me? Is that enough to win mid? Or does Havoc go to? It's fine, right? So we hit Athena. Yeah, Adam Warlock, you can do whatever you want to. Yeah, we're fine. The Gambit paid off for us there. That's ridiculous getting that from Templar High. Ridiculous. 4 cubes to go. 4 cubes to go. Need some go juice. Electra, fantastic. Elysium is ridiculous for us though, guys. Elysium is really good for this deck. Blast is going to be a great hit if we can pull it. Obviously we have the Electra, because if they do have 1 costs, which they're probably playing, 1 is Black Cat, 1 is Sunspot. I think we hit the Sunspot with this Electra. We don't have to do it now, we can wait and see what this card is, because we can just play the Jeff. I'm going to play the Jeff mid. This is a tense game, because this is not a great deck for us to be up against. So they can go very, very tall with all their end of turn stuff. Bast is great though. Bast is great. Do I want a Sentinel? Not really. I think I need the hand space. So in which case, we absolutely go Captain Carter here. And we play the Bast here. I don't mind playing the Captain Carter right now, even though it's 2, because it's going to get the buff from the Jeff. So we don't mind that either. Iron Man getting a buff, Sage getting a buff, Elektra will get a little buff too. Hydra Bob. So now we might have to play this Elektra this turn to take out the sunspots. Yeah, because it's Hydra Bob, Black Cat or Venus, but that card is going to go bigger. Now the other thing to bear in mind is that we can also buff. No, I can't move the Jeff because the Captain Carter is going to move over. And I think we definitely want the Elektra in this lane to stop the sunspot, because that's going to get more for us. The question then is Iron Man. Where do we want Iron Man to go? They don't have any scalers in the left lane currently. I don't mind Iron Man though going with them, because we can move the Jeff out and then start buffing other stuff. Let's do that. They've gone hard left with Havoc and Iska. So they're all going to move to the middle lane, and we don't need to compete with that. That's fine.
I am Iron Man.
What else can they scale? What else can they scale? They've got Havoc, they've got Iska. Sunspot is dead. I need to check their deck. Fantastica, Prodigy, Venus, Jocasta, Invisible Woman, First Steps, Thena. It's just Thena by the looks of it. It's just Thena. So yeah, move the Jeff left. Kitty Pryde into this lane. Jack Flag, Sentinel, hold the Sage. Can we snap on it? I think we snap it. Yeah, we're just about to snap on it and they've retreated. That's 3. Yeah, that would have been a good time to snap. Cool. I mean, we are currently holding up. 3 cubes to go. This is now high stakes. If I'm right, I think it is high stakes. This is tough, guys, and this is tough. Is the opponent playing? Yeah, here we go. Bast, Jeff, Mother Ascani. Wouldn't like a nice scale as Isle of Silence is not good for us. We're not going to be playing there. Let's start buffing the Kitty Pryde. The issue with Isle of Silence is obviously it does force us to be in these middle and right lanes. I mean, not necessarily. Right, Sage could shock us in some way there, but obviously it means for them they can go Iska, and if they can get those end of turn Invisible Woman, Jocasta stuff going, it's going to be hard to beat. The other thing is we need Mother Ascani to have good targets for us. Stark Tower is insane for us though. It is insane for us though. Jeff into this middle lane. That's fine. Don't mind doing that at all. Play the Hydra Bob into the left lane. Can we get a target, please? For Mother Ascani, Zen, Lars, Page, Jocasta, and the Captain Carter. That's not what we wanted. It is not what we wanted. So it does mean they're going to play their Invisible Woman stuff into this lane. Are their scalers going to go in this lane? So I'm not sure if they are. Agent Venom is going to hit Iron Man, Mystique, Sage, Surge, and Elektra. So we're still happy to do that. And again, yeah, we're still holding off on this Bast. That's fine. There's Invisible Woman with Jocasta. Even Captain Carter at 2 might give us something. Sage. They've got 2 3s in that lane already. Again, the Bast isn't really any good for us, so we can leave Bast. But Mother Ascani, I would really like to get some better targets for it. But I don't think we can. So Jack Flag in the middle, because everything here is going to go buffed. And then we try to win this right lane, I think. There's Fantasticar. Do they forget left? Do they forget middle? Because we're going to go huge. Electra. We could surprise them and go for that left lane though. Where are they going to play? The only Electra target we have currently is Hydra Bob. Kitty Pryde here because it's going to get a buff. Sage isn't much good at the moment. Mother Ascani doesn't do anything for us. I mean, it gives us 0-3 Basts that we can play. So actually, that's not bad because then we can play into that left lane and try to do stuff with Electra and the Basts. It's a bit of a risk. If they do play into that lane, obviously it makes things harder. In that right lane, it's 2, 3, 4, 5. So Sage is possible. There is Iska. There is Sunspot. If they are going to do all we do, if the Jocasta Fantastica stuff's going to go really big, we go for the left lane, guys. We go for the left lane. I think we go for it. What else can we draw though? It is Iron Man. So we can play Iron Man with Kitty Pryde and the Basts. Or is it Iron Man with the Electra? Electra is 3. It's going to take out the Hydra Bob, so it's going to be a 1-7. But Kitty Pryde is a 1-8. Do we ever... So this will go to... It goes to 18. We throw mid and we move the Jeff lefts. Then it is Electra. Bast. What is that? That is 6, 9, 12. And Bast on the right. We're still at 18 middle. If we have lost. I'm going to see it out. Why not? They play 1 card left and 1 card right. It is the Prodigy on the Invisible Woman and it's Havoc. How big does that Havoc go? How big does that Havoc go? It's a fantastic card. He's going to buff these cards on the right lane as well, but I think we stay above them with the Iron Man. He's going to be this left lane because Havoc. How many buffs is that? That's a lot. It's only a 4 Bast, it's not enough. If you would have taken out Sunspot mid, they would have just had a 14 Iska, but obviously it's got to go double, isn't it? Yeah, we've lost this one. Yeah, they hit the nut draw there. They snapped it, but it was only for 3, because that's all they got. So I don't necessarily mind that. Like, at some point this deck has to go off, and when it does, we have to try to deal with it. I should give him a fist bump for that, really. That was a good one. Agent Venom, Mystic Iron Man, so Bast at some point would be nice. Creative cards cost 1 more. That is less good for Mother Ascani. Obviously, it depends what the card is that we hit in. Obviously, Mystic in the left position is great because Mystic is one of the ideal hits for Mother Ascani. Crimson Cosmos means we can't play there. We need a Bast. We really need a Bast. Or a Mother Ascani, actually. Bast would be great. Air opponent? Athena, yeah, sure. Oscorp Tower. So obviously we're not playing into there, that's fine. Kitty Pryde, sure. The targets that Agent Venom has hit, though, are not great. It's Mother Ascani, it's Jack Flag, it's Jeff, it's Surge, it's Electra and Bast, Adam Warlock and Black Cat. They're not currently winning that left lane, they're tying. I mean, you do need to play into it. Kitty Pryde has to go back into that lane as well. Electra is at least something. It takes out the Black Cat. If they play 2 cards, though, it's going to hit the Athena. So we do have to play Captain Carter at some point and get them down. Because next turn's probably Iron Man, because we haven't got other ways to do stuff. And then final turn, we can't play the Kitty Pryde anyway. It's going to be really annoying. It's going to be Sage and Mystique. There's only 1 card, but it's Jocasta, I'm sure it is. Flag. Not looking good for us in these ones. I haven't got the, we've got Heat the Agent Venom buffs, but they were on cards that we could have done without, basically. Yeah, like I said at the start, Bast would have been great. And it's a woman, yeah, okay. It's a final turn as well. They do have priority. 0, 2, 3, 3. They're going to drop something though, aren't they? And that's not enough. For 16. Yeah.
Escaped.
Athena was their scaler on the board, Adam Warlock's a scaler, but if they drop Prodigy, Sunspot, something like that, that's pretty good for them. Right, Kitty Pryde, Surge, Mother Ascani. Haven't got to play Surge yet. We might have to play Surge next turn. Mother Ascani, if we play the Surge, Mother Ascani, the target is Sage, which is pretty good. We would much prefer the targets obviously to be Mystique because Bifrost again, okay. It is Surge, let's play Surge. Let's get some cards cheaper, a few little mini buffs on them. It's Hydra Bob, it's Sunspot, okay. It's a good lane for them. Castle Blackstone. Sure. Captain Carter, because we get the buffs going for Surge. And we might then be looking at... It's hard because of Bifrost, it's going to move cards to the right. Obviously, it means that we've then got to play catch-up to put cards into the left lane. Whereas if they're putting their own scalers in that left lane, it's easier for them to do it. So we might still have to compete with the middle lane, which means that Electra might be key for us. We play middle, which is the Jocasta. And something like a Red Guardian or a Deafening Chord might have been very useful here, you know. We did go to 5 energy. Now, what does this do? It does help us. We've done the Captain Carter. If we move, there's not enough power. I was going to say, if we play the Jeff here, we can move it, of course. Then we can't because of the scaling. So Jeff into Mother of Scarly. We get the Sage buffs. Of course, it's Invisible Wound. These cards are never at the bottom of their deck. Although, mind you, that might be for those first games. He's a lot closer, though, than I'd like it to be this game. I've hit the Electra, and it's 0 costs. We can do that. I think the Castle Blackstone, all the cards are 3. So Sage is actually useless. And even if we play the Kitty Pryde, that's a 3 power as well. Mystique doesn't hit anything. It's 1/4 for the Electra. Sage is going to get a little buff anyway. The Kitty Pryde's going to get a buff anyway. There's not much we can do. There's just not much we can do. They've played Prodigy and Havoc. Did they activate them now? They did activate them now. Because they wanted the extra energy? Did they activate all of them though? Or did they only activate? Have it went off 1, 2, 3 times. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Okay. So in which case I think Sage goes middle. Havoc's gonna go off again though, for +3 power. You there. Wait, no. They can do it again. Was that only one of the activates? Have I missed something? Like if that copies that and then it activates? Did they only activate it one time? Very confused. It might be Sage mid, but that's... Oh, sorry, Sage right, but that's not great either. I'm still not sure about this, guys. Still not sure about this. One's Athena, possibly. Black Cat, Adam Warlock, and then it goes off again. It's always more than that, isn't it? It's always more than that. The Sunspot's not a lot, is it? Lost it by 2. If we played the Sage in the right lane, oh, it would have been a lot bigger. We would have won that. Down to 2 to 3. They've pulled it back. They've pulled it back. And this is it. Right, Bast. Agent Venom. What have we copied? They've got a Jack Flag. And we got Athena. Athena's not terrible. We can play 2 cards a turn. I don't mind playing the Bast now because we can Agent Venom next turn. Just whether or not we miss something on the way, on what we draw the next turn. Mojo World, Kitty Pryde. That's not too bad. Do we want to play for Mojo World? I do want Agent Venom this turn. Because all of our scalers are still there. They have played their Athena mid. We might need to avoid that then and just try to play left and right. Captain Inferno is really good for us because Athena into Kitty Pryde is going to get rid of 2 of their cards. How many cards are they going to play? 1. He's the Invisible Woman. Hits the Jeff. What do we hit? Jocasta. And Hydra Bob. Would have liked to hit another Scalar. But at least they can still get a Prodigy onto the Invisible Woman. Have they got a 1? They have got a Black Cat down. But I might hold off the Electra to see if we get a Sunspot. That's what I'm thinking of. There's a Sunspot. Does mean we have to then hit that Electra on the final turn. But if we can still keep hitting 2 cards and get the Athena buff, that's pretty good. Also, Captain Carter, fantastic. Into Mystique, also fantastic. Yeah, let's do that. And then it might just be Jack Flag in the left lane, Electra in the right lane. Oh, they're going to drop an Iska. Obviously, it's thinned their deck as well. How many cards have they got left? 2 cards in their deck, and they're going to get 1 of them. And they've got a double Invisible Woman with the Prodigy. So 2 activations. We are committing to not playing into Mojo World as well. We might play low cost cards for a Sunspot. They only played mid and it's Fantastica. Dude. I think we're okay, guys. It's Iron Man. Is it Iron Man instead? Opening Iska in the middle. How big does that go if they play Iska and Hydra Bob? They can't win though. Left lane if they play Iska and Hydra Bob. Iron Man in the right lane. It's 422, that's 44. Plus Fina buffs. Then it's Electra in this lane to take out the Black Cat. Let's do it.
I am Iron Man.
44. Electra hits the Black Cat. Is this like low cost? Is it Havoc? It's Venus and Havoc. I think we're okay, guys. I think we're okay. Not going to be enough with the Venus buffs, right? Athena's going to go off again on our side. This deck just goes so tall, you can never really tell how big it's going to go. Still going. Finally stops. We're down to 2 and 1. God damn. This game's still going on. It started at 57. This has been playing for 40 minutes. Ooh. Bast, Kitty Pryde, Captain Carter. Give me something good. Sage. Sure. Bast in the right lane. Plus 1 energy for Tinker's Workshop. Can we get a 2-drop? Jeff. And we can do Jeff, Kitty Pryde. They're both going to get buffed and it's really good for us. Oh my god, Captain Carter next. No. Alexander's turn 3. But yeah, Captain Carter on turn 4 into that lane with Jeff. That's pretty good too. They played Invisible Woman early. That sets them up to do stuff in their lanes though. Madripoor. They've got to play something bigger though to get into that. I'm going to buff the Kitty Pryde again. Or do we just play the Captain Carter now? Yeah, I think we do that now. What is this? This is Iska, it's penis, okay. No, it's only plus 1 energy last turn. Agent Venom, still got some decent targets in Iron Man and Mystique. We also have Jack Flag, Mother Rascali and Surge, so not Groot. We just need to buff as much as we can in this lane, guys. I don't really want to play the Electra blind. We also might need to get this body on the board. Looking good left. Left isn't a problem. Bob or a G. Okay, so if they do drop that Jocasta next turn, they're going to be good. They have to drop it next turn. They have to drop it next turn. Venus goes to 9. We're looking at... do they try and compete with us left? I don't think they do. So in which case we move Jeff and we play the Iron Man here. We can still play cards behind our Captain Carter with Agent Venom. I don't think they play left. I think they play for middle and right. They haven't got any scalers in the middle. And if we do that, we've still got 11 power Kitty Pryde. We've got Sage as well. No, it is that. It is that play. Look, Athena. Can we get a Mystique?
I am Iron Man.
So we now need, yeah, Sage. They've played one of them. Venus is going off. Yeah, we need... You have to do Mystique, Sage, and the left is Surge. We don't have a 1 cost we can take out either. We've got to go as big as we can, right? So it does have to be... These are going to get buffed as well. It's Electra in case they drop a Sunspot. This is the game. This is the game. Well played, mate. This has been a really good back and forth game. It's only 1 card, which is Jocasta. It's only 1 card, which is Jocasta. Yeah. Mate, that was tough as balls. How many cards do they have? They only had 2 cards in hand and they only play the Jocasta. What else do they have? Iska. They would have only had Iska. And it's a 3 and a 4 cost. 2-0. Fuck, man. Really, really good. Really lucky. Well, I say that. We played that really well. We did play that really well, mate. Take some confidence from that. Well played. Oh, here we go. Playing against Nobby. Now, Nobby is running Shadow King. So he has got Deafening Chord, Techno Organic Virus, Electra, Iceman, Merlin, Whacking Taurus Falcon, Rhino, Mobius, Werewolf, Shadow King, Debris, and Sasquatch. So not an ideal start for us. But we won 2 games already. Shadow King, we know we're going to run into it at some point, right? So, sure. Best now. I mean, the Shadow King is such a problem, isn't it? You can take out Squirrel. That's obviously not a great target, but obviously also these Squirrels are good targets for their Techno-Organic Virus. I might just hold for now and see what we can hit later. There's Joaquin Torres Falcon. It's got to be Nidavellir. Interesting. Is that more interesting? Considering what they could potentially put here. I think we do this. I think we can pump the Kitty Pryde still in that middle lane. So ongoing power isn't going to get hit in Nidavellir. So the Captain Carter stuff should be safe. Question is, what have we got? Jack Flag and Mystique. Okay. Front row cards. So Jack Flag will get a buff. No, is it Bast now? Maybe it is Bast now. I'm going to play the Bast left just because we still have some options to play. I'm going to play the Jack Flag middle though. I like that. We're not worried about the Captain Carter at the moment. Electra has hit the Squirrel. Again though, we still have space to play our cards. Werewolf has gone right. With the definitely... God, there's the Captain Carter. Yeah, this deck is set up to take us apart. Absolutely set up. We can still hit. I mean, the Jack Flag copy with Mystique is still not bad. Taking out that Squirrel might be useful as well. What are we better off doing here? Getting Sage on the board? Yeah, I think we are. Sage, got Electro, got Kitty Pryde. What else can we hit? I don't really know. Still getting buffs from a Jack Flag in this lane as well. Probably going to move the Werewolf. They have Sasquatch left. Their other problem is Shadow King. I mean, we do have 757. We have priority as well. So here it is. Sage in the middle lane is our biggest scaler, but there's not a lot of good cards for it to hit. It's going to be best here. I think it's Electra right to take out one of these. And it's Agent Venom, Sage, Kitty Pryde. I think that's all it is. Sure, I'll play for 2, they're retreated. Oh. Oh. Mate, 1 cube against this deck. I'll take it, 100%. 100%. This is tricky. Rock, sure. I don't think we want a rock really. Agent Venom, still got some decent cards in deck. A winner in Carbon Pre, we got +1 energy. That's good for us. Iron Man, we would have liked to hit. We can play the Iron Man in that lane as well, that's not too bad. It's Merlin. They might want to turn something off. I don't mind them putting a rock down actually. Sure. Weird World. Oh, we've played the Agent Venom already. Don't really have we have some on reveals for a werewolf. I think we just want to play for this extra energy. We can move the Jeff out. That's fine. It is 3. can destroy these rocks. They're going to look to do techno-organic virus, but this is where Electra works for us. Mystique doesn't have any targets, but it does have Iron Man for the final turn. Does that count as a bounce for Werewolf? I think it does. Stick with me here. We buff the kitty and the werewolf, right? Werewolf is likely to end up wherever we play the Mystique on the final turn. So that's not bad. Let's do this. Mobius is fine. Because the werewolf can move it into Kunlun. Oh my god. Yeah, extra energy is what we did. So tempted to snap on this as well because we don't have buffed cards in play. We have their werewolf. Not doing the right order. Doing the right order. So it's got to be Iron Man into this lane. So it's Kitty. No, is it Kitty? Because we might only have to, no, we've got the one extra energy, so it can be Kitty. We can play Mystique and Sage final turn. So Iron Man here. We don't move the werewolf. Oh, I've messed it. I've absolutely messed it up. No, because I can move the Jeff. I can move the Jeff, that's fine. So I thought the werewolf was going to move, obviously it's not.
I am Iron Man.
Right. Think this through. Jeff. So Mandy's going to buff stuff in the other lanes, so we're going to play into this right lane actually. Jeff goes here. Mystique goes here. Sage is better mid. Kitty Pride on the right. 7, 10, 12, 24. That seems pretty good. I'm going to snap on it. I'm going to snap on it. They do play Shadow King. They have priority. So it's not stopping anything here. It makes sense for us to snap. They've got to force it. Holy shit. They only played left. Sasquatch mid. Jack flag. Awesome Andy buffs. What's this? Electra. Just lost 8 cubes, mate. God damn.
I am Iron Man.
Maybe he thought we'd moved the Jeff already. Cubes, mate. We only need one more cube. We only need one more cube. And this is, like I say, this is another deck set up to beat us. We just need one cube. Oh, that was a sick game to get 8 cubes from. We can't do anything anyway, so we might as well get rid of Clap's Mine. Surge on 2, seems good. My hot room. You should play into it anyway. Interest Falcon. Yeah, they've got ones. They're going to be pretty good to fill this lane. We might be better throwing this lane, I guess. There is an Asgard. Sure. I think we want cards. I think we play for Asgard and let them have the energy. Risky. And they want it to. Of course they do. They have taken space though for the Hacking Taurus Falcon Rock. Electra gives us a bit of space back. So they are going to draw cards. We can't do anything to stop that. And they can feel White Hot Room as well. And to get the energy from that, that's a really good play for them. If they had it, I'm sure they'd snap. The question is, we haven't got any buffs for Jack Flag at the minute. We have a Mystique to copy here. And we can get rid of a rock. So Sage might go in that middle lane. They have field, they've got the extra energy, and they've got hit the Sage with the Iceman. Oh my god, it's double. Oh. Yeah, we're cooked on this one, guys. Good thing we won that first one with 8 cubes. So we need Jeff. Werewolf is going to move. Again, if they've got Shadow King, they can do stuff. They do need to move stuff out of that lane. Right. Is Sage enough to win this middle lane is the next question. And can we draw something else that we can play? Because Agent Venom, no, actually, did Jack Flag into Agent Venom or Agent Venom into Jack Flag? It's Agent Venom becomes an 8. I don't think it matters too much. No, actually it does, because the Jack Flag will buff itself and the Agent Venom, so it's this way, and then a Sage, and then we're looking for a 1-cost card or a 2-cost or a Rhino. Yeah, if we draw Mother Oscani, we're cooked. Oh. They haven't got a lot of space to move the werewolf. I haven't got a lot of space. Right, Sage middle. 1, 2, 4. 2, 3, 2. It's not bad. It's the Jeff. They'd have to play a spell to move the werewolf back. That's the problem, which they could do. There's not a lot of energy because they haven't snapped. I think we can play it out. Werewolf is 7. Again, if they have Shadow King, they do have priority, so Shadow King is going to hit Agent Venom. So we wouldn't win that right lane. I still don't think we win it anyway, you know. They have to play it. They don't have a choice. 4 cards in their hand. One of them is a Merlin spell. What have they got? We'll play Shadow King. Sage. No, it's not enough in the right lane. Not enough. Sage does win the mid. Jeff in the left lane wouldn't have been enough, would it? Would it? It was tied. I think it would have been whatever Sage in the right lane hit. We might have won that. No, because the Shadow King. That's all. Right. Come on, 1 cube. Right, Mother Oscani has some Sage targets. That's decent. Sage is good, considering Shadow King, if our opponent gets priority. Now, Tarnax 4 is not great. Tarnax 1B, I should say. Dark Dimension does suck, though. I mean, Agent Venom is good. It does make things harder for them. We don't mind that at all. Mother Oscani in the left lane at least gives us an option. There's the werewolf. Mother of Sky is going to hit the Sage. We can do Iron Man turn 5. Mystique, Sage and Sage on turn 6, unless they play Mobius. That was a man thing, that's potentially interesting. Oh, it's the Jeff, that's great. Iceman hitting the Jeff is great. Hits the Jeff again, not a problem. No, we can't play the Iron Man though into the right lane. And that lane does have to be safe. Like, hit the Mobius. How did he come out? Did they play him? Right. Iron Man middle. Who's going to have priority? It depends. I think they all have priority. So Iron Man. What if we played... Tarnax V might hold it down. Tarnax V might hold it down. Iron Man middle. So if we play the Mystique into that lane, there's Debris. They might be playing Techno-Organic Virus. Mate, Man-Thing's doing work for us in the left lane though. What's this card? Polymorph. It's the Rock, which becomes a Swarm. Tarnax V's holding it down, guys. Although the Werewolf can move there as well. You're going to need to move that Werewolf back. 1, 5, 2, 3, 8. Sage does hit big in this right lane. For Mystique here, we've got the Iron Man, which is a 3. Mystique is a 4. 7 becomes 14, that becomes 28. And then we hit a Sage in this right lane to see if it's enough. Sure, why not? Why not? Where are they going to move the Werewolf to? If they move the Werewolf out, they lose that left lane as well. That gives us a bit of hope. I think we've won that right lane with the Sage though, guys. Depends how... No, that's the first Techno-Organic Virus they've played. So that has gone there. They have one left. Shit. We couldn't have done anything though, because the Tarnax would have ruined us on the left lane. Wait, the Werewolf moved left. The Werewolf moved middle. The Werewolf moved middle. We're fine. We're fine. Did I do my maths right? Wendy? No? More?
I am Iron Man.
Yeah, 28. That was right. Oh my god. Scrape to win. Well, I say scrape to win. That was 9-0, but that was against a deck set up to beat us. That's sick. Well played, mate. Okay, here we go. Game 4. This is a Shadow King deck. This is the kind of deck I was not looking forward to playing against. Just to show you, this is Electra, Nightcrawler, Shadowlands Daredevil, Cable, Rhino, Cosmo, Shadow King, Debris, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, Supergiant, Enchantress, Ozymandias. This is not great for us, guys. Not great. I mean, we could just Electra the Squirrel. That seems fine. Yeah, Squirrels... Obviously, they're not running Patriot, so that's something. Surge in the left lane gives us a bit of play. It just means we need to be careful about where we're putting our cards. Probably could have saved the Electra for Captain Carter's going to that lane. That would have been much better. Cable stealing a card, not good for us. There's Jeff. Now Jeff into the Captain Carter suddenly seems a bit better because we can then move the Jeff out. Yeah. Obviously having squirrels added to each location and then 4 rocks in the deck helps us have a debris, so they're looking to put a bit of space on the board. Sage is pretty good. Right, Captain Carter here. This will reveal with +2 power and you'll get the Jeff buff. Very useful. It's not a bad Sage lane either. I think what we're going to have to do maybe we move the Jeff next turn to the right lane. We can Mystique the Captain Carter. And we see if we can pull Iron Man. Is going to be our best target, I think. Yeah, even if we pull Mother of Scarlet, it's going to be too late for that, so I think that is the play. But Shadow King is the problem as well. So we need to move this right, so it's going to be Mystique goes here, but then we move the Jeff. But then the Mystique reveals, sorry, the move happens first. Then that happens. We're going to play the Kitty Pryde as well to get a buff on that from the Jeff. Not a bad play. What have they got? They've got Ozymandias. Yes, of course they have. Oh, of course they have. So we need Sage in the middle. It's just not enough, is it? Captain Carter. We have to play the Sage in the right lane. And we have to play the Kitty Pryde mid, and we're just going to play it. It's not ideal. Kitty Pryde goes to 3, +2 goes to 7, and then that's +5. 7 +5 is 12, goes to 24. That's not terrible. So I might see this out. They've not snapped. They're not doing much. Let's see what they've got. Cosmo. Do they have Cosmo? Obviously Shadow King as well. Not ideal. They do have a Cosmo. There it is. This is a bad matchup for us. This is a bad matchup for us. Did they cable as well? They did cable. Yeah, we don't need staying. We don't need staying. They've got Negasonic as well. They've got Cosmo. They've got cards that can beat us with their priority, so we need to be careful of it. At some point though, we're going to have to probably go for it against this deck, and that's going to be tough. That might have been an opportunity. We don't know what they've got, but like if they would have Cosmoed the middle lane, for example, that's not bad for us. Because the Kitty Pryde would have gone there, and then the Sage goes down on the right. Magic, sure. Kitty Pryde in the middle, it's fine. I don't want to play it into the right lane in case its card text is disabled and then Kitty's stuck there. Rhino, sure. Oh my god. Good for them. Might have to magic that lane and turn it off, you know. It gives us another turn to do stuff, so yeah, sure. Let's do that. No Bast, no Agent Venom yet. Bast would be good. There's a Cable. Hopefully Cable's stealing our Bast. No, we probably need Bast ourselves, but in terms of the cards it's stealing from us, I mean, Agent Venom, also not bad, but could take Surge, could take Mother of Scarlet, could take Iron Man. There's just no way to know what they're going to do. So we could do Jeff again, into the Kitty Pryde. Do we want to take out a rock? We have the turn to do it, so we might as well. Because we know they're going to drop rocks and stuff like that. Super Giant. Oh, wait. Mystique and Sage. Oh, it's just 5 energy. If I dropped the Supergiant next turn, we could have then played 2 of these at the end to see what we get. So I think it's going to have to be... Sage in this lane. I'm going to play the Agent Venom. The only hits we've got are Iron Man, Mother Ascani, Sergeant Bast. I don't mind doing that. They did only play 1 card left, but obviously then this depends on what they're doing. There is Iron Man though. So because it's Iron Man mid with order, always do order. Kitty Pryde first, Iron Man. I mean, if they drop Negasonic, I suppose that's going to hit the Kitty first. Yeah, this is a tough matchup, really tough. Supergiant means obviously that you'd think it's Supergiant on 4, followed by Ozymandias on 5, which means they're probably going to play a Debris at some point. Is it Debris in the right lane? Yep. And it's Shellen's Daredevil in the middle. It's a good payoff for them. Yeah, we think it's that Ozymandias in the...
I am Iron Man.
Left lane. So do we... Sure. This is it, we're going to have to go for it at some point. It's just like, well, they've got priority. We know this is Sage. They might not know that now that we've played the Iron Man. It's just going to grind out, isn't it? What can we do? So Iron Man's out, so it would be Mystique. That's 9 Ozymandias. Agent Venom here, so it is Mystique here. Probably looking at... We need the Kitty here. So 6, 5, 12, 24 in the middle. Jack Flag on the right. Because we need to try and win this right lane. I'm going to play it. Yeah, sure. I can't. I just can't play against this deck. There's too much they can do to us. Too much they can do to us. Do we win? No, we don't. We don't win mid. Actually, if we... No, we win +4. It's still not enough. Cool. Too much this deck does against us. Too many cards. Enchantress, Cosmo, Negasonic. All these cards wreck us. Shadow King. 4 cards that wreck us. Can't do it. Right, Bast. Spider Island. We can move the Jeff into there. Play the Bast now. I think we do. I think we need to try to do something. Move the Nightcrawler. Of course they can. Of course they have Nightcrawler that can also move into Spider Island. Just a car. Crap. I don't even want this to be Captain Carter because we might need to copy that with the Mystique. This needs to be Jack Flag. See, if any cards they put down are going to be good too. They have now filled. No, they haven't filled because the Nightcrawler's there. Shadow King is out. Shadow King is out. That gives us something. Oh my god, with this. So Jack Flag is going to buff the Captain Carter. So we do that. Trying Brooklyn Bridge on 4 so that I can play into it on turn 6. That is Electro. No, I can't snipe the Nightcrawler because it's a rock as well. It's just Surge. This is absurd. So we might need the Electro, but then do we have the energy for it? Because if it's Iron Man, we can play Iron Man, Mystique, Sage. Maybe it is Electro, just get it on the board. Yeah, I don't know. They did play something there. What have they played? Oh, Supergiant just to move it. Okay, fine. This does ruin the Iron Man Mystique play. It's just Agent Venom. I mean, if we draw Iron Man, it's Mystique now. We move the Agent Venom into the right lane. Jeff, that's no good. Mystique isn't going to hit anything though, that's the problem. His buffs, we do get a bit bigger. Can leave the Agent Venom there. But the other problem is buffs. What is he? He's 6. So that is, in theory, going to move, and it's going to be bigger than Nightcrawler. Play it out for 2. They haven't snapped. Let's see what it is. Enchantress, fine. What have they played left? Because it is going to move. Sage goes to 15. It's Ozymandias. They are at 15 on the right. Mystique, it's nothing. We haven't got anything. This deck is too much for us, as I've said. Absolutely painful. They're going to win 10-0. Vibranium, also not good for us, because we want to draw the cards in our deck. We do have Mother Ascani into Iron Man, if we can do anything with that. A Ninja to each side, like, sure, of course. Agent Venom. To hit our Sage, our Mystique, and our Carter, our Bastard, Kitty Pryde, and Jeff will go to 2 as well. That's 3. Shadowlands Daredevil on 2. Great for them. Absolutely great for them. Is that going to buff as well? Is that going to buff this turn? Sure it is. Yeah, cool. Lost Diablo's base. Sure. I don't want the Electric to get rid of the Ninja. We need that. Surge into that lane. Hold the Electra. Mother Ascani. Rhino. So Sage in the middle lane. It's currently looking best. Now, I mean, that's not bad for an Iron Man lane. We got 9, that's 13, that goes to 26 with Iron Man. Actually, no, we're going to bast the Iron Man, so it could be more than that. Can we do anything with this? Supergiant. Supergiant's great. Oh no, it was Iron Man 4. 4 3s. Okay. I mean, Iron Man here. It's not Jeff here. It's Electra here. And then it's Jeff, Iron Man mid. They have priority though. That field right. So he's that Negasonic. There's nothing I can do about this, guys. Absolutely nothing. What's best here? Is Iron Man best? So I'll go to 4. So if we play Jeff first, it goes to 4. Iron Man becomes a 4, so it's 4, 8, 9. I think that's enough. I think it's Sage. Is it Captain Carter Sage? So 3 is another point to hit. I think it is just this. There's nothing we can do. Just play it out. Absolutely nothing we can do. Enchantress. Because we didn't have any ongoing cards out. It's a demon mid. What have they played right? This is what it depends on. If it's Cosmo, we're fine. If it's Negasonic, we're not. Shadow King, we're fine. We actually won a game against this deck. Maybe could have snapped there to see how it went. But yeah, because we hid Supergiant's hiding our ongoing cards, so that makes it harder for Enchantress to play. But we've got to get through a lot of rounds of this. At least we took a game off them. At least there's that. Right, Iron Man again with Mother Ascani. Camplahai gives us Marvel Boy. I mean, we had 1-cost cards, but it's, obviously we don't have any of them in hand. I think we do want Gamelag, guys. Because any Hulks that we get there, we can also play Iron Man into that lane because we're going to Mother Ascani. It's on turn 3 though, so can we get a 1-drop or a 2-drop that we can play? Electra is also going to take out a rock. It's Kitty Pryde, so this is the risk, but it's worth taking. Spider Island again. God. So we've got 3 Hulks, they've got 2. No. Sure. They did play the knock to the left. Because they can move that into Spider Island. I see. Right. It's Mother Ascani. Supergiant will fall every time. Ah. It's not terrible for us because we're just going to play an Iron Man here. We're going to go to 28. 56. We play the Bast. Best we've got then is Iron Man and Surge into those lanes. They again have priority, but of course they do. It has to be this. This is all we can do. Play out. Why not? Nothing to lose except the game. And they might move the Nightcrawler to Spider Island. But yeah, if they've got it was just Bast. If it's Cosmo in the left lane, we're fine. If it's Negasonic, we're not. I probably should have played the Negasonic middle. No, that's fine. We've lost.
I am Iron Man.
And Enchantress to finish it. Of course. Well played, mate.
Iron Man.
We did at least win the left lane. 8-0 to them, yeah. We couldn't do anything about that. This is the deck that's set up for us. Kind of similar to the Ozymandias deck that I showed at the start of the video with the tech they've got, but no answers for this deck. Well played. Okay, cool. Playing against Cynic's owner. He is playing Backdrop the Leaper, Nightcrawler, Hydra Bob, Craven, Sam Wilson, Silk, Cosmo, Hydra Stomper, Viv Vision, Negasonic, Professor X, and Galactus First Steps. So, tricky. Negasonic's obviously a worry. They've got priority stuff with their. They can move stuff into that Professor X lane. That's absolutely terrible for us. We can still win lanes, guys. Sage is going to be good for us. Do we try and hit this Nightcrawler now? Is he going to move it now? That's the problem. He could move it now before we do anything because we've got the Electra. So I think we hold it. There could be a Hydra Bob. Didn't move it, of course. It's Batroc. moves the Nightcrawler, it will go with him. So we might need to hold off playing the Electra until we can. Skeleton. Oh my god, he gave us Agatha. It's gonna move it, right? Because it can move. No, it can't move back out unless they move something. Let's do it anyway. Let's just get these cards out. They've already snapped. They're already in. I think they move it, and it goes with. Yep. Needed to be a one cost. Here's Jack Flag. Sure. Okay, we're at 6 in that lane. Angela's not bad for us. I mean, we've got Agatha though. This is the problem. Vulture and Jack Flag. Sure. Agatha's going to play herself, so we need to try and win a lane on this turn. If we can force Agatha to play maybe the middle lane, it's going to be 13 power. So we have Sage. If we draw a 2 cost or lower, we could do that and Sage into the right lane. Sam Wilson. It's not going to be enough, is it, with the shield? First Ghost Rider hits the Negasonic, sure. Don't have anything we can hit. The speed, the Sage isn't going to be enough, is it? Retreat. Retreat. Yeah, obviously them getting the Professor X down on that first turn and us losing the Captain Carter made that much more difficult. Let's see if we can do in a normal game, guys. Right, Mother Ascani with Iron Man, Jack Flag, Baxter Building's good for us, Agent Venom as well. It's not a bad curve. Hydra Bob. Galactus to 14. Right. We need to try to snap the bob out. Huh. I think it is this. We need to buff this Captain Carter on the right lane, and then we need to try an Iron Man in that left lane. The problem is, do they have Professor X? So Viv Vision, mate. Yeah, difficult game for us if we don't draw those cards. But yeah, Mother Ascani in the left lane. Guess we're playing for middle then. Guess we're playing for middle, guys. Right. Here is the Electra. So Electra into Iron Man. We get a Sage, Mystique Sage. Didn't hit thanks to the Cosmo. It's just a Jeff. So if we did Iron Man here, we're going to go to 24, which I don't mind at all. Gives us an extra 4 at the other location. Add this to 10, 14. Sure. Did move the shield, did play some. Is that the Galactus? How much power did that have? 21, mate. Ruined. No, it doesn't matter. Yeah, difficult deck. Difficult deck. Yeah, I should have been counting what the Galactus was. Right, Agent Venom. Quantum Realm's not bad for us. Quantum Realm is not bad for us at all. Got Surge. Nightcrawler, of course they can move cards into there as well. Ridiculous. All cards must be played here, sure. So we'll play the Agent Venom. Because we need them buffs. There's a Craven. We could Surge Electra now if they don't move the Nightcrawler. Random activate card is Black Widow and Maverick. Sure. Need to activate that on turn 5 so they don't draw anything. We have hit the Nightcrawler. One decent thing for us. Mother of Sky is going to the Mystique, but we need to have an ongoing to hit. We don't currently have that, but we've got chances of pulling Captain Carter, Jack Flag, Iron Man. We've got Sage and Kitty Pryde as well. Sure. Where are we going to play? We can move the Silk out. Yeah. It's not mid, of course it has. Sam's going to move again. Sam Wilson. They are going to win that left lane because they can move. They can move too much into it, basically. Have they got priority? Yes. It is Jack Flag. We're really done with that being Iron Man. Jack Flag into Mystique. I play one card and it's played left. What is that? Press X because they can move into it. Fine. How many cards have they got in hand? 4. Okay. Silk moved left. Okay, so can we get an Iron Man up in here? We can! That's pretty good. Because they have priority. Does this mean they've got Negasonic? This is for 4. Cosmo, we're fine. We win this lane. We go to 16, 18 in this lane. That's a lot. We stay. If I think it's Sage, and it is set up pretty nicely for a Sage lane, I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. Is it neg? Yeah. Fuck it.
I am Iron Man.
Never mind, well played, mate. That's a good deck. Again, getting that priority. Those cards aren't Negasonic. Cosmo can shut down what you're doing. So yeah, nice one.
No world finals for us. 3-2. Let's try and finish with a 4-2.
So our opponent for Game 6 did not show up. They did from the tournament, so we finished with a 4-2 win rate. So yeah, 12 points overall, 55.6 OMW percent, the win rate, opponent match win percentage, average win rate for everyone you've played against, and the cubes of 31, which is pretty good. Like looking at the other cubes around us, that's a decent amount of cubes. But yeah, unfortunately, just could not get that one extra win that we needed to qualify for the World Finals. Maybe next time. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. A few long matches in here, so if you've watched to the end, I really appreciate it. But I am now going to bed because I'm tired. Thanks very much. See you next time. Bye.